practice since assuming office as Attorney General. Today, I will do two things. Firstly, I will provide further details on my decision to enter a nolle prosequi in the case of the Republic versus Kobina Dufour and 7 others. And secondly, give an update on the ongoing investigations and prosecutions that I have initiated upon assuming office as Attorney General. On Tuesday, 22nd July 2025, I took the decision to enter a nolle prosequi in the case of the Republic versus Kobina Dufour and 7 others. This decision effectively brought to an end the criminal trial of Dr. Kobina Dufour, a former governor of the Bank of Ghana and former Minister for Finance. I took that decision after a prolonged period of negotiations with my team of state attorneys, including the Director of Public Prosecutions and the receiver of Unibank on the one side. The team on the other side was made up of Dr. Dufour, the shareholders, directors and managers of Unibank, and the receiver. As part of my constitutional duty to account to you, my fellow countrymen, I wish to provide further details on my decision for two reasons. First, I have always maintained that as your Attorney General, I owe you a duty to act transparently. Second, I think it is important to dispel certain misimpressions that arose as a result of the rather terse press release that I issued following the filing of the nolle prosequi. My fellow countrymen and women, in March this year, the lawyers for the Unibank directors and shareholders approached me with a proposal of their clients' intention to settle their indebtedness to Unibank. In response, I convened a meeting on the 25th of March with them, representatives, and the receiver of Unibank, Mr. Ni Amano Dodu. At the meeting, it became obvious to both parties that a reconciliation of Unibank's account with the Bank of Ghana should be conducted. Therefore, I authorized the receiver to engage in the reconciliation exercise with them to determine the full scope of Unibank's exposure. I directed that the parties adopt a holistic approach that combined liabilities under both the criminal proceedings and the ongoing civil proceedings, because they were obviously interrelated, in order to reach a unified resolution that will bring closure to all related matters. The objective was to assess the feasibility of a comprehensive settlement. The charges in the criminal case against the accused persons involved a total amount, and this is very important, a total amount of 1.2 billion Ghana cedis, not 5.7, as is being bandied about from certain quarters whose names I would not want to mention. Involved a total exposure of 5.7 billion Ghana cedis. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the media, if you conduct your research in the High Court, you'll realize that the receiver subsequently amended the writ of summons and the statement of claim and revised the civil liability down to 2.8 billion Ghana cedis. Okay? So that is on record. That's a public record, and whoever wants to contest this is at liberty to go to the High Court and then do so. It is important to state for the avoidance of doubt that the total exposure in the criminal case is part of the total civil case exposure. In other words, the 1.2 billion is not in addition to or on top of the 5.7 billion, which was revised down to 2.8 billion. The 5.7 billion was made up of the following, that is from the initial stage of the case. 2 billion being loans and advances which Unibank made to related and connected parties. 3.7 billion being payments made on behalf of or on the instructions of the accused persons. Included in A and B above, however, was an amount of 2.1 billion which was alleged to be fictitious loans, to have comprised fictitious loans and fictitious transactions booked by Unibank prior to replacement in official administration. Certain misunderstandings or distortions, deliberate in some cases, that our team picked from the media space regarding this matter. Since my press release, it has been said that by setting a minimum threshold of 60% for the recovery of assets as a condition for filing a nolle prosequi or terminating the banking sector cases, I have cut a deal which permits persons who have stolen or looted public funds to walk away with 40% of the loot. At least that is the narrative, by some sections of, the Ghanaian populace, particularly from our opponents in the MPP who were responsible for all this mess. Indeed, one writer on Facebook compared my decision to the situation where someone has stolen 6 goods and is being told by the prosecutor to return 4 goods and keep the 2. But my fellow countrymen and women, now this may seem like a joke, but it's a very serious expression of the sense of justice of our community. And it is something that I have used, to, get people who have come to me for plea deals to get them to think about the community's sense of justice. So, it is not lost on me, and I wasn't surprised when I read this on Facebook. But the goat thief analogy, intriguing though it may be, is an oversimplification of the matter. This is why. First, Dr. Kobina Dufo and the other persons standing trial were not charged with stealing or looting of public funds. They were charged with causing financial loss to the state, fraudulent breach of trust, falsification of accounts, as I've pointed out earlier, dishonestly receiving, and money laundering.
Era Kate Amankwatu, I see you there. Patricia Usu, thank you. Reggie, I see you. Chris Arch, Voice, thank you so much. Dem, thank you. Nana Eja, thank you so much. Karim Mahama, I see you. Queen, thank you so much for joining. I say I'm Kels. Thank you so much, Kels. Sebastian, I see you there. Sammy, thank you so much. Lady Achan, I see you there. Alosako Rentals, thank you very much. Joseph and Kansa Asamwakunedu. Cape Market, Ogu, thank you so much. Atakranten. Mother of Few, thank you very much. Abnako Abiatu, I see you there. Enyanam Doris, thank you. Mary Brown. Aikopon too, I see you. Reverend Na. Aikopon is watching us live from Paris. na wuso ama mene magja mpacho take your seat I beg take your seat for me na ene awie de ye ba bedo so mu no menim say monim sam dada mo ate ho nsam ai ese ayi Attorney General and Minister of Justice aban lawyer panyini ene soafo a ohwe atentene ne ensem so enra accountability series okokopie mu enti nsem wode tu dwa no bebre na me tofa kakra me fa wo mu ne se na chesesese no so obi timi bo me ebo moden abo me kro no na se ensa so ne mu ne ade kokogina se ni bia na okosa plea bargaining no a na chese nipa no eno ane se sika no otuamu ohamabu pen aduosia 60% otua wi a na chese wafa ne ho adi ana se nipa no eba betua se sika no na yasan atwena so ana se sen enade ne ye no ye atwe nipa na so na sika no ahye yenye ana se nipa na tua sika no mu bi na afi wafa ne ho adi ana obetua sika no bi na afi yasan so atwena so edie pote ena sa plea bargaining no eka edefa sa de we ho embra no because nipa bebre ni a lawyer fo anim difo pi no a wo hwe nchechiremu omde ma na chese aban lawyer panyi wo ya afom kwan Majay emo akwaba
ye nua bama
asem no sen ankasa na tie plea bargaining plea bargaining
na ye no ma ye nya lawyer for business
yes how dey wo no wo kenka unya daje kenkan pa me na menya ade eti me no me hia enchechemu bi a wo ho e na me ba ai
na ye chietiefo
etiefo je so
Attorney General so ye chia no
ye oje yeso otie
ye chia no pa o si ora no kra no se ora no o se mo ma ye nya adwen se o beji sika bia sa dia mayo
sa
o enro kan wante
enti no ora no mo ye ne se what is the purpose what was the purpose
operation recover all loot
the all loot this sika ka
o se
na ejapade
o de nya se ye ejapade o se ye sika o ye operation recover all loot but o say wa obeda so die wa obeda adwen say he's going to recover all loot under Orano, then you are dreaming.
It didn't then open what you're saying.
Oh, say, ne can na obetima the all loot in na.
Oh, okay. And do you the dinner to almost society then? But this session, the woman.
So, woman, what kind of cranes are na?
No, I will almost off our brobe.
The year, what kind of crane? Nti naka that unim sembe pe one day MPP ni NDC for MPP communicator but ebiye but wo musua ebiye NDC for ni biye MPP ebiye se ade no nkoyi a otimi efetre ne se katre ne se
de ne nkoyi
ade we dia wa ye die ye ntiase nkoyi eye me amabai iti abeya kire bibi mu yie so but on an account to Musano, the Awakan no other communicators in Bediachiro. Gullibility. Nipan Crown Concofa, plea bargaining act and can say, DNA womb. Uncle Kai.
What does the act
and it's
really?
Who say, I know I found great business a court's granting one idea and act in a car. Who said plea bargaining? No, say, Oko plea bargaining doesn't mean, say, your discharge one from wed you. There be. You must be convicted under the plea bargaining act. So that's it. Inti said ya lawyer for but I can kinti obi so ntimi fa amra ne embe yada go that doing because we read a lot. The ayen ase no ya frame panyimfo no ma kire ase. So that's it. Inti Attorney General the waka no say no the so rank commander for the no. Set threshold 60%.
Threshold 60%. That's easy. What me say? Some more could use sense. What we are.
And me.
What we are. And no one no fan who did.
And tell me, say, men be a minion chimney yana.
And what does the law act?
Because nipa no under plea bargaining act no. You meet a threshold. Biamana may not make sure act no say me code 2 sections be what act no. In fact, idea into me one say idea into me be say churches be ra no.
Or the year ababeka. My network ni na.
Why or say agwawe me be chere pa. So also heading. Eh, maybe actually be I didn't maybe be. Oh, and then so inti under plea bargaining act no. There was section na so biama a betchre conviction. It is a court no a convicted because what they are to so what face and I'll be to you on the back. So what you say into what they are to so what for is it will be to you on the back.
Criminal and Other Offences Act.
When was you know. So into na yeah me share baby a can sense no. Baby a can sense no.
Any me who has say McJ.
Yeah.
Plea negotiations. It
section 7 now okay.
Section 16 section 162 A. Section 162
A no.
And I or say subject to section 16(2)(b), section 162(b).
Yeah, a person
charged with a criminal offense may at any time before judgment negotiate with the Attorney General for a plea agreement.
Yeah.
A, no, to reduce an offense charged to a lesser offense.
Excellent.
2, to withdraw a charge against an accused person. Or to reduce the punishment for an offense charged within the law that prescribed the punishment. Not just say, my J, Metiasia year, B, no.
Yeah.
To withdraw
B now. Okay, internet just say no. Or say to withdraw a charge against an accused person. But I don't know, and your Attorney General never withdraw the charge.
Now why?
So it will go to court. So a determination by the court. And then your determination by the court.
Or say, may at any time before judgment negotiate with the Attorney General.
So does it mean say Attorney General no? And no what to me? It's all about withdrawn. I say, Emrano, I am runner 7 year count. So Attorney General no what to me so to me they withdraw charges and they are then fair enough. It's not say young comrade him na ya chat the amraneka. So I just say, it say Attorney because I wish I offer said I can 162 no Sunday come. To withdraw a charge against an accused. Attorney General Bessan the court. Na court now withdraw. Yeah.
2 no. A plea agreement under subsection 1 may provide a sentence or a range of sentences to be recommended to the court. That means the Attorney General be recommended
to the court. Okay.
B. The payment by the accused person of compensation to a victim of the offense. Or 3, the making of restitution by the accused person with the prior consent of the accused person.
It's the option. It's a show number 1. Or said okay, no say a sentence or a range of sentences to be recommended to the court. When where discretionary powers are now. When any discretionary. Okay. Or say may provide. Okay, say may provide the under discretionary. It will say a plea agreement under section 1 may provide a sentence or range of sentences to be recommended to the court. It's a may. Okay.
Where the accused person is represented by counsel, the plea negotiations shall be between the prosecutor and the counsel for the accused person.
It was where the accused person is represented by counsel, the plea negotiations shall be between the prosecutor and the counsel. So, in this sense, who is the prosecutor? That is Attorney General. Okay. Authorization for plea bargaining.
And no any 162B.
Biama edena chachas
Chachas, you are out of order.
Mama Basho say go and read what is in the act.
Because it's read.
One guy. Oh, you didn't have any watch your pen. I will be with. I don't know one guy.
He's out of order. We say you are out of order. Your microphone is off. The Attorney General may.
Okay, to be one correct.
When it gets to the main discussion, then you come in. I say authorization for plea bargaining. One, the Attorney General may, by notice in writing, authorize a prosecutor or a class of prosecutors to conduct plea bargaining generally or in respect of a specified case.
It's not just we 2 minutes with Attorney General. So Bema prosecutors, you know.
A prosecutor too, who is not an officer of the office of the Attorney General, shall not conclude a plea agreement without the consent of the Attorney General. It will be everything moves around the Attorney General. Okuta platform. Platform.
For the purposes
of subsection 2, an officer of the office of the Attorney General means a person holding a post or a rank specified in subsection 3 of section 3 of the Law Officers Act 1974. NRCD 2979. And then initiation of plea negotiations. And also 162C.
Yeah, see.
They say I can 162A, 162B, and then 162C. The plea negotiations referred to in section 162A may be initiated by one,
an accused
person or counsel for the accused person, or B, a prosecutor in charge of the prosecution of an accused person.
That's right.
And then 2, the prosecutor shall, before the commencement of the plea negotiations, inform the accused person of the right of the accused person. A, to be presumed innocent until 1, proven guilty, or the accused person has pleaded guilty. B, to plead not guilty. C, to full trial. D, to remain silent and not to testify during the proceedings. E, not to be compelled to give self-incriminating evidence. F, to be represented by counsel of the choice of the accused person. G, to be afforded facilities to examine in person or by counsel a witness called by the prosecution before the court. And H, to obtain the attendance and carry out the examination of a witness to testify on the same conditions as those applicable to a witness called by the prosecution.
Attorney General na Attorney General na ete say ordinary to me. Say to say chachas no say no say bibi say no ba. Awo die ma ye eni wudie ma enye. So they say. Dia ye ken. Senke what the other side anka obehu dia anka chachas.
Oh, gane ko be condemn no flat.
Say entesa me ba to
you are not part of it. You are not part of this discussion.
Chachas.
You are not part of it.
Because you are disturbing me here.
My name is mentioned. I have to defend it.
When you during the main discussion,
me say ora me kan ho asem say Attorney General say operation recover all loot no enye say eyo all loot no betimi aye de I recover eye sam e ma me kra me kan say ne kan no because say bibi enu eye 100%. And I make chachas.
But the Constitution also gives.
And you must say no.
Charlie, the microphone, man. Chachasi. Within a chacha and a chachas. And a chacha, I'm the chacha. Chacha, not the Esaka. I didn't know the chacha and not the Esaka. So tio eti na ne ye ka say sana Attorney General ne kan na ye ka plea bargain na say plea bargain ni yan ko kan act no and master communicators ne be sori e o medium a ya o medium enye o kan act na no wa kotu eti lawyer for no so for say mra ye say yes Santos de enye say wo kan na no eti lawyer for no for say yes na eti a enye court na wo gwe said the minority vote on the back court mo so mo de corner more case be to prove then you go and prove any na tete ya kinkan
Baba Jerry, don't you think say
but with him
meba don't you think say sa emre ya ekwanda hu say no enkofo bekoso a toaso abokro no edi o man yi dwirim
when him say
because meba o
yeah
say me di dwirim a na se be maban ba obehwe se obefa mbra no finchim aka ne se de mbra no etie and the law is right said ye etie wa han sa na Attorney General apply no what you say etie no sa na ye ba omanfo ne side the taxpayer no a ya bono kro no e we se ne sa e ka ne sika na che se nipa no me ba wa bokro no but ye wo chance say ye betimi age part of the money na dia ka no ya mana fa akodie no wa fa ne ho adi esa say ye sign Prono bo asi o dwirim ye san ase ye agi atum ananya san na mra yi ebe say
biama nim mra na mbe say yenkom no na te say dia working we na kwa ye we okay fine so bi fa ye sika na so de sign the ya de man ya it is the best ye nya sika later na say bibi wo ho a so ati ase
ye ntwena so
so twe bi wo ho na ye de man no
ye susu a ye nyini yesi ade anya ode mfansa nka wo fa wabokro no wawia wo konfo esi etwe waso edi so obi ababa mu abesom oman sompa na nachi no yahwe mu ahunu se nieme bi ho no mu ankoyie ne sika sem ntoto ye ne ade akontabuo no emu ana ho edi wase edi court na court hwe na de wo mu no ya ntwe na so free ene obawia nkwa mu na mu abemo no
wonim se na me ka se Attorney General se ne ye kenkan no na ye ka say internet say to me no ekura Attorney General no abetena ne office no ahye bibia ase ana enye sa na etie yenko 162C na won say ye kan 162C1 ena ye kan 162C2 yenko 162C3 or say the prosecutor, the accused person or the counsel of the accused person shall give notice to the court in writing of the commencement of the plea negotiations. It is about court na manner. The court may, upon notification of the commencement of the plea negotiations, adjourn the case and give the prosecutor and the accused person or the counsel for the accused person time to negotiate a plea agreement. It is a mechanical say your court and say gentleman and no one not say you may. It's a court in a bit to decide say there be young mau young penamon plea bargaining. It's what train now the Americano and what train no. Now I say the court may upon notification of the commencement of the plea negotiations adjourn the case. Okay, say condemns my kind.
Give the prosecutor and
my kind hono. Where a plea agreement is not reached within 30 days of commencement of the plea negotiations, the court may proceed with the trial. It's a somebody and that was Attorney General in the bedroom. No, best sorry say my activate plea bargaining. One and I'm person yes more. And I make say on no one to me fan pay anything and be so court in the court saying because I quite say sa court in seminal e be a nipa ni be nti na wo mo bisa so they say until the commencement or continuation of the trial under subsection 5 shall not preclude the parties from further blah blah. The court shall not participate in the plea negotiation between the prosecutor and an accused person or counsel. It is one court no memo bi but court no na say Attorney General no tro command no a obehwe say okay say sa de na case and yes case ni yatwamu o case ni yentwamu na mom court no say ene or the case na konkon ho monko na monko hwenka enti mo ka wia na je say ehun we na ba court no wouldn't be part of it but what you say enti na je say we no so ni nyina ne ye no amba wonti biama hwe wonim biama de woman ni say aya no ma ne bi ho a ho ani ahwe de ye me mom de me maka na mekoso aka say attorney general ba ye no politically affiliated cases specifically to the NDC a obetwetwe mo no e ka me nko a na nanka o ma trial no moment koso nanka enye speedy trial said dia owura jechi kwesen de no e course no a enei wade ne ho because enei owura jechi kwesen say obi foforo ba na say mesanda wo kokota na say wu nipa no kwanso de e beka say o ma wu e beka so so di obo papa because nipa na gina trial ne mu owura chachuchi kata yes am bibia ko na wie ma court na ja no wafa ne ho ade it me na me susu say nanka na attorney general ye ne saa emra ne ma no kwan emra ne ma no kwan ombirichi mra bia
se koba se a different attorney general ba obetimi akwakofa saa cases na
sana lawyer for ne kan say different attorney general ba obetimi asan ya resurrect cases na otwetwa am. That is what the lawyers are saying. Well, obi a lawyer for bi so betima kanadwe ye lawyers
because nkan ye
de adwen ene mra na yakenkan
no process no
sana na me na nanka mi susu say attorney general good attorney general mbirichi mra bia na mom ono an say the kasam no the press conferences ni bi no o ka say cases ni bi yo ha as their merit ni mo no say merit ni dia manem kwe dia court ni be discharge nipa no sana na me na ye madwen so ho o ye ne sanka na me hu ni say nanka be politically prudent rather than say speedily attorney general ba ye na o sha ase twitwa cases ni mo but onti amra do ba me madwen mo no na nanka sadia ya papa chachuchi kata o say attorney general frɛ no o ka say da bi case no nim so obedi nkunim ti obeto so na waye into o say attorney general frɛ no so on fa the case no mra no ntwam wow yes ono na kai and attorney general o ka cha attorney general say da bi obema case yakoba bi a wakwakodu because onim say obedi nkunim ampa so akodi nkunim e de ma wura ajechi kwese
amasem na
twa it is sana na ye madwen said because who say a political na ba ne sana na ye yes so it me mom de na nko ye ne sana ka na mepa na nka speedily no wo ma ye case ni intentem na nipa obe fa ni tira didim no fa ni tira didim na mom se bia otwetwam na ekoba se o ye bete se okay wacha we mu ba wo de we num no so aba be gina mu a ekwane de bia merit bi wo kwa na sana manfo bedwen so ho sana manfo be deductions na kwa akofa enti the attorney general aye no well onti amra na so obi so fo se bia we breach imra na eye court na determination no ya de beko emra ayen yakenkin aye nti ase se de ayaka ne se ye ka no ye duru court wen yes na eti o edu court obia ne understanding kwan ya obefa so afa amra no akirechire mu a convince na kire enti ya de ayaka wa ha anya se de ayaka wa na no ano no ye kan lawyer fo bi no kra ti ba bi so be ka se de bi asa de awo ka na nya sa na etie ade na mra ba ko lawyer fo mienu na obia na adwen wo so mra na ya twera to black and white enti se bia nipa ne fo se attorney general wa ye bibi a ye fo se enye we ya emra na na de determination beba na emo me de madwi mu se da make no nanka sa cases no ma na ewra na ituru a nanka is the best yeah
Jerry medase abusianfo ya mra mo hoy me ni Jerry ye de no akwa akogu enti ye ba mo nsoso mo ho mo nsoso mo adwen eye mo sen 0302243540 0302243540 hello good afternoon
good afternoon mama
me ba chodi ni baby afrefi
pato Misak asante amasama
yo Misak yenko
jidi kaya cha magye mame mama what's your margin ya sabi trade evene na be dia ade amemo problem yese sa teno lipa ni ye no etia emra dia fine ade a 22 na aye no three bargaining anasa no only prosper no e wo ye mra ko nu mu ana se wom no mu mra so a is a problem ni say because the 24 chapter it say ko no no omunim say e pru ba bia obi e betimi dia yeduma e be ha o man no elu to obi dia sem elu se sem na 20 na ba na o jira to dia yeduma dia na je so omu mra bia so ana the bill say ke pia ye kan MAAME BIAMAH na o di kokotu case we are kokotu MPP so 7 years much me check case we ho center evidence and then people who are it's about for but no say case no system yi enyina so bia ni ya make sin kwa kwa na mmo no ni pani pick again we be sika bi dia mo man no dia na so fa so a ye problem is say ambulance cases ana fa wona about to force home emra wo mo de proposal ko to wo fe dami endim afa wo pese bi sa ko so mo case kama o man no wo fe dami se bi one day do here so di ayi atforce mo ko to
Meda say good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Alaji 1.
Oh, Biamah Akawafo na umpom te say.
Yesu adum Alaji na so e.
Yo me ya danyame asi.
Yeko.
Hu ye pa. Me kia me kura no so magare me kia.
Wa te wa jeso.
Yo. Unim dia woni say. Se nipa niema untimi niema no so nkenwa. Kira na odi so bo no ama kekire no. Onu bia na Attorney General ye ma esitia. O campaign mu nya mo na mo ye dede say MPP for ya kronfo o mu ye say ye ba ye be ki o mu on be tia skanu ye di o mu be ko prison ye di entienne o ti ma obi anjin say subo mu di boy no enti ma obi anjin say on be gi kapre obi o ye da yami ati ebuboba media me kan che politicians say aya mu ma na anukrende du ye funny say politics no nipa no officer obatima dada wa che opportunity wo ti say normal uchi no nusunku ujano asu nusunku onu bi na Ghana politicians amoye kesi amu adi amoye no NDC supporters kura kesi amu lose confidence wo mu ho because munim say na mu new evidence bia dance bia no ho enti asema odika bokoko no wo kire say kesi wonu ma mu bi o mu be kwa kwagina court no court bogua already ukra ukaya say mutimi gika pre obi ho enti aya mun kanu kran kire
Medase Alaji. Medase. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Nana Emmanuel, what pom to say?
Alanka nyame adum yanko.
Yo, miniaba. Na usha asema ya dia abogu ame mani age papa. Adi antina mani age. Because obi fa omani sika e de go atopre anase fa nensase a embremu ni ayi no yanji sika no emfa ma oman no na nipa ni si e betina tum si e bekase onkonkonko dam na enu fa sika no embre oman no ye sika no dia yempuntu duma dia bo oman no Ghana nkanko enti se abase otua anase obetua dia ma oman na ehu nya se wontua no onfa interest kakran kan na yemfa nso mo man na oman Ghana entumpon ye yempuntu pa enkonkro bebre ehia development ewo mo empatem enu wo mo blon no so enti yanya yemfa mboa na omu biara obedi oman ni sika no yanje na yemfa mboa oman ni mpuntu o medase woni na menyanju mama me
Meso medase pi. Mahai.
Mejusu mami soja.
Me ba chodi ni be bia frefi.
Me pa jo Frank Naru ni o do me nyina meyo.
Yo, Frank yanko.
Yo. So far there. Oba do me market ha, ene nam do me patamu a. Attorney General omani agye ne ho pa ye current Attorney General. Ye ne mari nyina ka bom si we na ne dwuma efadni, we na ye dwuma ma Ghana. Enye wo fredami a oba ya the case by ya oni Japan e yinuma sama yeso ko bo pron e ko ka so ko ka se ni maja o case mu eno eye to be a serious ankasa papa no ba now nke see prosecute no dam se wo Attorney General mu a na lawyer pani di ma aban utu aban fo e di ma e wo mra ho na uti bi ko bo bi pron na jo se wo ko akase Like I say, I would and a woody at the 14, and he gets a mrather no coon. And then I told you that Papa Yan and net. No be like a tat no wasm. And my maybe a mamma and whatever. But feed him with the 20s in for him. Grassroots the bread, pants, and NDC power. Oba dobi kwa benya ha mami. Yet 3 days no so no agalia ye tuchiase ye nidi posisi ye declare kun winner e declare mahama winner. And so grassroots no omo ye jai ho mahama nkai be be friends na okọ na dawro ma ye so muti oba. Omo hwe grassroots no ye bre me dase.
Yo, omo ate omo behwe mo wan. Mahai.
Hello, ma'am. Pacho, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Pacho, di ni baby afrefim.
Pacho, me do say me free person.
Yo, I just say it yo.
Man, kakwe na misu meka. Nukweni ma, me wa dream yo. Me wa dream na nyanka say my so disappointed. Very disappointed. Nti me NPP new. And so akronunti a me pese aban ba otingo fonti me koto man DC. On me say from. Ma, we here campaign any be chi omo. Nti de mudi oman be ni. Mahama no se wasesa no de nti nseme ko se nti ye pa mahama onti nti de mu be Ghana ni amanofo any si ba different thing and this ba different thing mu ba na majomunu ma na mu ka different thing yo yate nti si ane mama akono aye akono awomani yesika na u ba no cha hafa ye be jao yate ti ya seba haya ya twemo mu be saba seba ye na ye nkwasiafo Moba, no more doing that I am near Tomamo. The Abanama pe, no more be a mope, a bunny saying, and will be a Tomo Mansica. We see one to half one upon Hundi, Sebio, sell man can help a Japadi, and up a company, and will be a Tamsican cover so to half Neco. Yes, as a Ghana, you'll be a dear, Ubeba believe no. Ma, I make a brie, Matty. Napia in the Wahia, yet your mom Samba.
Medasipe. Mahai. Mahao.
Hello.
Mahai. Ajani moni. E bia wala munye. Ajani mo. De bia wala munye. Yankoi.
Yo, no, come on. Yo, we don't have any panya to tell us to know what China one this year. I'm going to Ghana, but I want to come to this boy out from for a double of what you Omodi actually na da beda dam janu ma to aba ma wo mo. Ye be ki we ye be ye we. Ade ti mo ba MBB bondo. Wa che wo mo na fe de. Wo mo so na mo di fi on ba bia. Ya si ye yi kwan. Na nka wo dan ya. O ti o ni ba na wo bi dan ro ya de pa. Won. Se ro mo ti su o mo tiri mo no. No yo ma je mo ba. Da MBB bo na ti kan na ti kan ba ti ro. Wa mo je ya do mo ye example no wo ja do mo jani. And you are man or Timono. Ghana for more money now. The man can't tell me MPP going to be my money. Then this is a strong one on board. Bye bye.
Medasipe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me ba chodi ni baby afrefi.
Ba cho mi ni ko bra sare.
Yo, e ja sare yeti.
No no me mapo.
Yo mapo yanko.
MAAME BIAMAH wa ya dia Michelle ana wa makuma sa dia mampa hwe program na o ye no hwe luma no ndwom na da wa nko fa ma no ni bibia nso wa chechire ye nrewie na dia ko ne se sisi an papa ya wa koda brochi ya MPP wa finance minister ba kwin won che ne se Ghana aye de nchi no se boni bi ne wa ya omra no mo mehebo to betu esika ne half ana se we no ntina ha because o mai mu ene dia na ne otosu bi onso ne se ukoye nkruma papa bi okowi obi bank wa pacha nko fu impene no so okay en mo hwe na hwa mo hwe mo ba cha mo pa mekutukumam sisi asa na akwaye mo mai mu yayo ubokro no na hwe na hwe ya also en mo ngi skalo say yes an ubokro no na MAAME BIAMAH e pa cha wa o ma bia beche kana fertilizer bebe no ho no what wa ba because what wa ba dia fertilizer. Oh, sir, because we face on or happen so. Because baby, in composition for one pre, now wants to sound fertilizer on Cochamoyanko, and MAAME BIAMAH.
Medase, Nyamisha, Medase pa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bachodi ni baby afrefi.
Yes, friend, I will tell me, Frefi Asiamazini.
Yo, I will check. Young quiet.
Oh, yeah, me tell. Me do a free as the first time only Bobby was a banana and I'm with you. Oh, yeah. NPP for one papa. Never, transit, and then I was. Now, sir, NPP for from one be echo a friend say, Yoko, no more DH for your DD. They say, Attorney General, Boba Seven and Odi Cotta, Musi, Ethiopia. Near with the Yachini Panopena, Yedinako Court, and I Yedinako prison. Sana Yom with the one. Sana Muye far a friend say, Cathedral was a well, say 1 month ago. Almost at the end, they say, and this is for say, Obia and Yeboni were Cathedral. Say, Nanuya Attorney General D. A year report to about say, $95 million. Also, they say, why be? There's no movie who say NDC and CMP before the NDC for your which guy Chief Justice for you here. They are Tribunal. They are said Tribunal, no Musatikwa. Also, where did they say NDC for
Medasipi Mahai. Mahao. Udini baby afrefi. Yo, yanko.
Mami soja. Ma diom ho ya papa. Enye no maka kire nia ye na bush campaign. What you say? Na se mudi nsambe be wada kire ta na mo abanya ba mu nyina bu. You see, or mama, and before your point was saying to me, or more can say about a particular question, and one as a table. Namishawa, Miro, Papa.
Yamin sounds so, and I say, good afternoon. Good afternoon. That's all Dini baby afrefi.
Mami soja,
you want the one if young queen.
Mamma down say, and saying, Funo, and Rana, Mr. Almost said it's an young. How much more so be better than what this car or Jabanska? No, so it's canon. Also, have no fun. Well, I saw me now. What's that in you? And so, Biaba, or the start cut of Diana, so Conas are Bernie Bar. Also, Scaro, you have, and I'm ready. That's about the house. Come now, you day, 7 days. I dream on the attention. I think where I miss it. They are to let it. Now, Sabin, so be a big gun as a car. Puro say, not all. While we don't have no fun with it. Only also by obeying us. Send to be a bomb castle. Come to the Comu Crabas, Canada, this Canada. Semi-Super, Nama Quality, also, the rich of Nako. Get away with my baby. What China Mamu? In your Masano, Africa, then a high. In Canada, I done a high. So, finding out, you know, service I get you. I just want to be able to talk them. Then they'll be able to discuss.
Medasipi. Good afternoon. Na Bibia Bako, Bapa Rosini. Yanko.
Many of them are very away. Many about. Hey, I someone may see the nyan because me say Excellency John Dramani Maham. Ye magana for two about a month 2024. On corruption to count because also about abusia corruption. Let's more investigation. Obedi ni sabo mind take them. Nipana betia half until mucha nipana. Me name is paying for now, Mudi and minimum energy. So Nipana can have what's your name in our mind. Me can say, I prosecutor now, that's war on me, wrote the Juma or your honor, me name so. Nituman and so many baku. Because me who Juma for what you are ye. So be your mind car, no betia half, I think with giant. Esu money pam tianing na ye. Na minya enti ye say ya ebetimi akwati corruption organa. Let's say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. NPP for no one anu ene mu kasa ye dede say na we na mama so be kwati akọ mo amu krofo na omaje wo man sika ye chi o mu sisi akotum a mo na mbe organize mo asa ko dina center o bebe se mo ye demonstration ti aban enti me stress select John Dramani Mahama omo amudi aban sika bia no onji sika no ma o man no se nipa no tia half crampa ense so mbe ja nipa no omo ma ne nipa no eda a wo de aka no beba no mo ji sika no ma o man no na mfanya mpuntuduma e wo man no but omo di betite samenia ebe ha obi aba oba be dibi because when them say o tia dia o mbe ja no ye be ko ye ne ma na ye ko ye si
me da se wabapa me da sipi good afternoon good afternoon mpacho di ni baby afrefi
Manaba se fantamile jineba
yo manaba hey manaba ete won kache o
me dia me usisa ntimi ma o nka me da
Afra
anyway
with you
biama in fact many we no dey say ye ntini kura anka ya yirem ona ka wa dis ka bitanka ko bayren
minimum
sister atani jina catch pese wa 60% offer kanum ra yen ana almost so much pese kan ye se papa no tua in cash ana say o de call bank ana say e first check na papa ni sign o bu won say da papa ba ya no say e dure amfo nyina film na omo kan say dia like omo ye obi ye mo twa san na ato me ka say party for ba mi pa na me gidi pa da on so sa na obaye wa bawo fro bi carry agent and net die say obi a we edit bi ya da ye o gina kota no say o ye dina kotumo no wa yi no obi gina ho di judge atem o ko judge atem o say o nye bone ye mfa no man ko na o sa kotina abreche sa twe adapa aka ho and net the national security for and action no there was asia Coventry na making and the ever me let's say no ka che Ghana for ema aba o mo nyere bumu no en say e do Ghana for nyina do mu na mu bi
me da sipi
MAAME
me da say hey Dr. Newman
abo dina mi di fedu mo twa ka o fi o
yenko
o ti o pa kwa member do ku ati yes ana my je no o ti no you never MAAME yes sir special prosecutor wani ya to jinna obu ni na obi en mi na juma obi a juma nye atoni je na we de wa ya ko omono fatimi da se omono papa mi ti wo so no so ko lo school bia don ka se ku fa do se so wa law no and ya atoni je na we hwe so wo to papa so and ya press conference wa ya the you be ka se we na dai say every before I'm so positive to amano no mo so effect so mo so akọ bia I don't see be jama ka na me jama manaka the say before the idea cut on the mo get ni na share do fa no nkodi because what the waka wa bewu e too slow no what the e ko piaso twen e national cathedral dey mo ka sa mo fa ko fo pa no me ye fiemu e no mo see ke bia bia so aton dey dan pese o ye foswa dey ayi e me bia na se ko mo se mi chichi ye pe ni fo na no da no what I say, I saw for no day, I saw about prayer, agent of prayer, Monka some from by way, as I said. Woman is Fabiano. What's only down for a person, Yanovi?
Me da se. So one for you. I was here for High and Neat FM 100.9. Me mighty. And I was so a guauti no. And then somehow would we go up no so I ba between a home and come Ernest and Akwami or say that day of the NPP will have the Razak Churches of the NDC and Ananto and Richie political analyst or also so ewaha. I was here for you na Babylon day and net and somewhere ye besi ne kosono Dr. Kobnadu for ene ne Unibank and some ye besi ne kosona ye di ho enkomo afen so ye agribusiness sector no said ye be ya emu be ye den na etimi aboama ye sikasem ne adwade so man etimi akona nimte no aban kire so obehwe enema ye e wo Ghana ha na wodi kan ahwe no ansa na amanfo froso de watimi ahwe se be ya betimi aboama ye economy no emu etimi epeja boko ensensemento kwa asore ewo ho ya yekum nipa se de sebe bibi eni baby no enam so ma ya so asra dom se wo mo enko ho na wo mo kohwemwa ema komiye ene pepepeye na fa sumdwie emfa ne tomapa emfra de chat so ye NPP amayoko no wo mo abie nominations mo ato ho nti woni gye ho se wo bekwa akotu franka e de amayoko no akwai nomination no 100,000 Ghana cedis who file 500,000 Ghana cedis we enen sma ho do pi ena enne yesine koso na yetimi edi ho enkomo Dajas akwaba
Abiama nipa boni ni osi Nyankopon ye nsankyerene nkyɛn me nsankyerene bia ni we kyɛn sa de pa kyew na nyame ado no wanya nkwan pa bi na wanom na wotafiri udodoma na wo se Nyankopon wa ye bia ma
na watone general
because
recover all
senne that the lumba nyaaya nka wonom nkwan
no correct
o wosika biara so ni made a woni nkwa woni nkwa
no correct
enti se wuti ha na se unya aduane ndia no pai e bia malaria ketua bi na bo e bia contract bi na bounce Nyankopon ni review nyame oma review sebi ye fa unko hyense wam
onyame review da
na je se ni review na se mmere ne nenso ye
that's right
se mmere ne so a
oh
mmere ne so a bibie ni wo
e betuto na
bibie ni wo
e betimi esikwa
e besi ni kwan e bebam pepepe
medase for your words of encouragement nana into embrichi nana memo akwaba
ye na
abibia bokode
ejana dom no
soro for what say we weekend wa nkosoro
obia ho ye pa
nkosoro na wa nkosoro na wo fom ha
me wo fom ha ya na se ne ekoso nyina na maso da fom pa
me ko fa ho
na wo kwa krame se mi hu keke na nka me mfrem abonten dom hemia
no be siam
na so wa jakabia nanka
eni oso wa nkasa o
oh na chese nka
akono
nka ne opa bia eno ansa wo do sa pointy way no pointy way na chese nka ha nyina aya ma nyesa
yesi emmere wo ho nti na ni da so ho
mate next time ko no ankra me no be
ya kra o papa ni mu oden
mate
adade
Mami
Mr. Adade
Mami
Akwaba
Mr. Nifri
the man with the white shirt
me tap and say white nkwana me ba be say my start here free shirt
and so ko usua free yi former finance minister wa
there be current attorney general
ono so white wa hu
wa tu me fo
so say ko ga ye ne na se
ya se kaka o say all interest ni nyina nti em de hia me say ya say all interest ni nyina na all no ne dictionary no de na enchia de mechia machia menua Jerry metie na anopa the pa because your interviews na me person metie ni nyina na enya me nko na metie no in fact me pani bia me call ni ho no kan asem say o ni interviews na emu ohwam nti from the day I can say akra me a ji say adaje ni ho na metie na mechia mu nyina
yo ye je so
na machia me mabusuafo nyina
okay
yen prime yen MPP for ye bie yen nomination ene
okay
nomination na omo abie no emu da ho pa
okay
omo a kofa no presidential candidates no ye asida ye de ma ye see bibia ni ho a ye friend top to bottom ye pese ye yi the contention no
free ho nti baby a contention was say no a presidential no nti we a nipa na obedi animu no na ye ne ko me de me mpaebo maka no baby a me san aka na ha biom say me mpaebo nyina eni say referee no bedi ni referee ye na game no be ba wie ya no wa ya hyew no ya hyew na wati bi agi atomo asomdwem nti eno ana ehia yen me ni owura akodua yen general secretary koshia baby asem o kan asada na emu ohwam papa na asem o kan yen nyina ni say onu onta obi echi oni obi a ye fine wo frame a meba baby a wo obi a wo kan say yenye say na e wo kwan na ye mra kwan so a oni obema obi a the necessary support na ehia MPPD be yi the flag bearer ye di be kwa kwaji in 2028 abafie wo hwe say the all asisano the SMP beba nti asida na de bema obi a
okay before mo beba na mamenfa messages and putting it across answer Raymond Godwell and also let Macjerry understand that Kwabena Dufour's Unibank case is not under plea bargain law but agreement reached for a refund of the money used by Bank of Ghana to recapitalize his bank, and that is why it was agreed that 60% shall be paid within 12 months and the rest of 40% later. That is what the person is saying. Raymond Godwell. Umar Abbas and was saying, no wonder NPP is complaining about the development across the country and they can keep on talking. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC are also busy building bridges in Dambai and roads. Julius Deborah Eba a royal for president, no doubt about it. Okay, Godwin Dankwa and also resetting steal and pay 60% when arrested. Abain Papa, is this the resetting we were promised? Gomensa Pillar 2. The tension in the country is too much. People are dying, people are missing, people are suffering. Please, let's put politics aside and let's all fight against against this menace. Special greetings to Hajia Safia Mohammed, next MPP National Women's Organizer, and Adjenkesia John Boadu, next MPP National Chairman. Women's Pillar 2, Edie and no. I was here for memory. I will begin with Chachas. Chachas, may I say Eddie free? Dr. Dufour ne case no minority one more awon AG say on se sana dwene ana say omobe face no e wo court na sa nole prosecutor of high profile cases no eye ana say enye ana say enye Chachas ye wo AG ni decision no say a threat to justice and accountability ana say a potential breach of legal ethics and legal professional conduct. Chachas
Mamefa kwenye na menchia
Mejoso
na menchia Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, the Minister for Local Government.
Ojoso obo adwuma pa.
Sasa na machia Honorable Erikopoku, the Minister for Agric. Obiya bedidi. There's no stomach for the holiday. There's no holiday for the stomach. Na menchia abrantie bia why selami yama. Abrantie bia wama NDC aban ayakono. Abrantie bia wama NDC aban aya abrantie. Abrantie no one one Sami Jenvi, the golden boy. Na menchia Malik Basintali, the fantastic Basintali. Basintali osi former na MPP phone in ada. The Basintali boy, the Basintali factor. Fantastic. Meche NDC for Zambia Omajibre 80. Mame bomb is some Emma by Papa. 6 months in government and they be beard and akwaimu. And they see deny your brand here because of our by Papa. 60 years in here, see the $3 no papa in a zoom. Or £2 no papa in a zoom. Or €2 no papa in a zoom. From a junk economy, a baller economy to economy papa. Economy and investors and your confidence economy papa. From the worst performing currency, July, you see, the city is the 4th best performing currency in the world. from a junk economy to a B+ economy. Aban Papa Aba. Things are working in this country. The economic management team, Jambafo, Alan Cash. The economic management team. The economic management team of the MPP Jambafo, Yawosafo Mafo, Alan Cash, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. What a solid team. What a solid team. And then when said Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Oba Professor Bitino as the head of the economic management team. MAAME BIAMAH mutimi ya die mani ye. Mawaninje say Oba na the head of the economic management team. Oche Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Ono wankasa wa arrest this CD no. E dey ama IGP. But in there were boy 6 months for the depreciation of the city. Or the say the city near the moment 4 Ghana cedis as 2016. Omo the city no cost 17 Ghana cedis. And now make us say in 6 months city 16 Ghana cedi and that do 10.5. Under the leadership of Jane Nana Opoku Ajimai, the head of the economic management team. I salute you, MAAME. Babi Awo Bia Mishrao. John Dramani Mama, which said there's leadership on the table. To say, Adria Ye Juma, boy Juma, John Dramani Mama, the man with vision. Mami call topic and so. Yeah. Say unyashi mawasewa. And sanko bono krono. Enyashi mewe eye kesa. Me pese obiati asese sa kwabena dufo and others 7 others case no enye ndra case enye nanu case na ban bi na wop owemu aban bi to say John Dramani Mama ehu say banks wa ha about 600 banks was having difficulty in operating. Difficulty na ban yes there be se me ka se mi gu bank na se bi amanfo njuma be bo mo Sebi amanfo sika omode amama banks no e be problem. Sebi businesses will collapse. Nti o se me di sika mo mo. Na omode share adwuma num. Na me make sure say amanfo njuma etenase. Amanfo sika etenase. We na sebi. Nipa bi omo the Bank of Ghana o say nkomo hwe so. E man nkofo no use sika no for the right purposes no. O man hwe so ye. Nti e ma problem by. The problem no, enya Ghana nkwa na biasi. BC United States, BC United Kingdom. See ya no, omangu banks no. Omu design discussion, omu changing management. And then it's functioning very well. At the United Kingdom. And the best say, and nam sa ade na see ya no. Ye nya aban bi ba FN MPP aban. About 2017. Omu de, omadwini ni na say o say egu banks no. Because our banks no na the omu here ni na 9 billion. Nkofo ya nsuro nyankopon. At the 33 billion. 33 billion go banks ni nara. Sa de o maka banks na boma consolidated bank. Amanfo njuma bond holders 1.3 million. Ehire omusika. A creative problem. Egu njuma, egu amanfo ne ma guwe ni na wo krom ha. Wey Emma Unibank eka sanko for no mugu bank no na charges ben no modi charges omodi share Unibank
then 20 million na say fence 33 million
yeah
was omodi go bank
omodi bag 33 billion
20
and 20 go to the attorney general's way 33 billion. This attorney general 33 billion. Mr. Wada Otam so na wakasa. Uni platform. One say they be enter America say enter America be say Ghana form am 41.7%. Almost mu nim hwe.
Continue.
6 months ya na mu free aban mu. You don't know anything.
Flow.
Almost ma bon. And omo de ma ya ye nim ade na ya na wo platform. We are competent team. We are doing the job. Yeah, and your slogans. And your personalities, but we make sure say we work. Until ne, and now you disika shaman for bottom. things are working in this country. Niema ekosu okrum ha. Under the leadership of John Dramani, 6 months pa mo some constitution. Aban papa mo some constitution. 6 months. Oma hu say see the aban is bo adwuma niema ekoyie no. So oma go some constitution na yen top to down. Say bi ombe tra we akoye say Manchester United. Omo G Premier League 2013. Omo nam 13 years ni. Man hwe ye omo ni so me konti so omo some constitution. So if good governance is talking, you just sit down as a student and learn. That's it. Fast forward on this Unibank issue. Mobile ye, and I must say, Kwabena Dufour and 7 others. Sika ye de mo almost say omo fan share bank room. Si le beya bank ni enguno. Sa sika no. Oma ye de, oma di. Enti mo amo charges amo de Kwabena Dufour call bank, call court. These are the charges. Willfully causing financial loss to the state. Fraudulent breach of trust and money laundering. These are the 3 charges. Mahus MPP phone be kikabiz no weska no ma diska no ma weska. There is nowhere in the charges of Fredami e de omo call your okoka so ma weska no ma diska or personal enrichment. Anoma ya japade e de amo ho. There is nowhere in the charges. There is nowhere in the charges. Enti sika na ewo ho ni nara. Ana omo say edo omo so. 3.3 billion Ghana cedis. Eye sika omo de ma Kwabena Dufour. E wo so Kwabena Dufour e etua. 3.3 billion Ghana cedis. Enti 3.3 billion na Attorney General say. 3.3 billion. Ya hu bi wo krom hada. Say Beige Bank eka banks ya ye collapse ye no bi. Ya di Beige Bank ko court. Say ye ko di na chia di yesika. Ye di Beige Bank achi sa agwa Fredami ni MPP ya yi. E di achire sa ama ni beduru a point Beige Bank kraka say. Sika no mani. Na sika no yesu ye di investment, ye di ma loans, ye di ma contractors. Sika no nyese ye di. At the end of the day, omo ka so metua 10 million of the money. Fredami so onje, ye di court. Ya equity Beige Bank and its holders. Amande, oma ye free, ye sika no so ashe. Another fast forward again, Jakwa and Atofo say ambulance driver. 2.3 million euros. Omo de court money ye we. Ebedu stage B. Omo ya ambulance no wa broche ka say there be Jakwa your client. The Attorney General, who they say, Oma cause financial loss to the state. Sika na also Oma cause ye be tia Ghana for sika momo. Attorney General so onje Fredami so onje. Awie ye. O di case ye chia besinde yantimi anya 1 cedi wom. We na the Attorney General, the learned Attorney General Dominic Akotringe Anyene. Ese. O masa niema we bi nsi okrom ha biem. Enti sadia Kwabena Dufour and 7 others say sika no my imagine some burden o metua sika no. They will pay the money. Because say Attorney General Atia said the ometua. Now nim na won wasem. When Attorney General ne Kwabena Dufour and 7 others tenasia. Sika na ye hwehwe no. Sa 2.9 billion. E wo ken ofurata ho. 2.9 billion wo ken ofurata ho. Unibank say contractors omo krom omo ye adwuma e ba Unibank beji loan. Loan no mbeji ye no omo se omo koya akwan ken ofurata ntu omo ka. Nti omo so anya sika na mbetua ma Unibank. E ka hu bi na ma sika na omo de ma Unibank ye hwehwe aye hu no. Attorney General so hwe nkrata mu nyinara. Wo hu sika Kwabena Dufour adi anasa wo de iron rich no ana wo de aye bibia ma ono ne ho as person. And until na wo charges aye de court de bo no na. You see a breach of trust. Wa breach your trust. Enti no en area den ye de ne court. Enti Attorney General based on agreement. Mo agree here. Kwabena Dufour ye na adwin say sika no. De obetimi niam omo de ye ni we omo de ye ni na no. De obetimi atua ye 2.1 billion Ghana cedis. Half a loaf of bread is better than none. half a loaf of bread is better than none. And to say, Attorney General, you know who they go for Dami Maya Shiriska, our Beige Bank, 10 million. Or Sanchez knows who Jaquasi can yeshri because that case we say, Cassie, ye dear Chida. Attorney General said, Dientio, ye and I say, on the case in a chi, and now on to me and chickens in Ancono. I say, the knowledge prosecutor filed last week followed months of negotiation, resulting in a structured recovery agreement that prioritizes the state's financial interest over a potentially protracted trial with uncertain outcomes. The underlying word, uncertain outcomes. Onim so ebi obedi case you achi say be kwakodu awiye no. Na ebi aga ne yankonya mu hwe. Because obi adi akire because obi adi case na chi 6 years MPP aban di case ya chi 6 years o man timi kra nyewe but in 6 months hwe a make say assets Attorney General tuma freeze assets niema bi o mu disika ne ye disika no ko hihye mu ni we Attorney General tuma hwehwe sa niema ni na je and uka assets ni na boma asset recovery no and 800 I just want to get the figure right for you. About 847 million assets are freezy Aberdeen state in India. Kwabena Dufo and 7 others. Oh me ba. Antisika ya jinie. Kwabena Dufo and sniper 7 omo 500 million. And the properties are ya seizure free mu 847 million ukabomwa and I'm 1.3 billion. Sikani biso eko didi amanfo ho loans sa man omo ye third parties. And those third parties no kwabena Dufo and 7 others boa aban no ana boa Attorney General no ama sankofo na sikana kodi omo na ye begini ni na ukani na abu we besi 2.1 billion. And you just sika ya hwere a ana sika Attorney General so ntimi nje a ana sa sika no bebi ekowura because of depreciation sa na money na ye ntimi nya evidence bia nkoje no about 1 billion. This 1 billion no na Ghana for say etinka ye nja 2.1 billion na nhia na me obi a wafa aban ni sika ana wafa o man sika bia wadi bia no I don't support it. I don't endorse it. No matter what Kwabena Dufo and 7 others did was wrong, and I condemn it in uncertainties. But see, I'm shouldn't na kwadie. Say way because in the case I file a MPP for and this in the case no to Kwabena Dufo ni pass 7 ways no. Ya wu ba bia say obviously Kwabena Dufo disca no. And now they are koto and dine back 27 and now 29 man. There's nowhere through our investigation. Because say yatimi out of 3.3 billion, ni anya 2.1 billion na ka 1.1 billion. I think this Attorney General in 6 months has done well. Why yeah there, but Kwabena Dufo and 7 others did not do well for the state. For that one, I agree on in all principles. But say any ni na be hwere ye de. Ye ji we a eye. When Attorney General say, so mwa gasa jiatum, no see we ometua maye. But the remaining, what they say, $300 million. Oh,
40%.
That the remaining 40%, you know. Ocean Yama Modia, almost say fictitious accounting entries. 300 million tied to liquidifying a separate or say entity. And yes, it's Sikano Mudia. And this entity ni no, Attorney General season ni na. Can't afford. And yes, Attorney General we ba say be obe shilde. To say the obi ba ya obe shilde ye. Ghana sika biara obi ade ni theater free bia no. Yetimi je emani ye. Enu nti na ama Kwabena Dufo is our own. Ye clear no say there be. But say MP before you did they say.
Are you using the word?
Say MP before. Yeah, clear no. Because the MP before, as o mujini say yanji Ghana for sika. And I Ghana sika obi a wadi Ghana sika biano yanko jembra. Then first of all, Ghana kanina na yede. 120 billion. In 8 years yede mamu. Mudi Ghana kako 747 billion. Mudi 527 billion. And aka Ghana sika hon. Dear no mudi sika na ye. You account for it. Euro bond, $13 billion. Omuji sabu say na $13 billion. Yembisa kenoforiata Moses Haskan Euro bonds can ye de coin. And there tikroma Auditor General say financial irregularities from 2017 to 2024. Ukani nabuma $18 billion. Ora ankwa say so okasika eshan kofoye toa. Na ojini ni na ebesi $21 billion. Yekwa IMF koji skase. Yekwa IMF koji $3 billion na yekwa kwa shem mrase. Ama omudi abadi echi for 3 solid years. And if I hear an MPP person speak like say, or the say, Attorney General may sikaka. No. 3.3 billion. We get 2.1 billion. Now see a sikashi. Say yes, young chi obintum yamu obinde man na Attorney General waboy ka. Then go for dame. Any Miami krom ni. The Deputy Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General, no, forgotten his name. Omo ne was say, ye chi omo no mbeden, omewe because sankeji 10 million no, every beige bank. Yaji 2.7 million euros no from Jakwa any company na. Kasebi. And kayen tina kroma emma because of 400 million Ghana cedi. Obi nwo nipa 19 nwo kolebu. 1.3 million bond holders. Michael Ajekum eka ho. A pensioner. Ope 1,000 Ghana cedi akoto diabetes aduro. Sasabura duro wanye okowu wo UK no. Ka wonwu. Just because of 3,800 aye de betompa assist some of the hospitals obi ekwa ko deliver ana okowo okoya wanya mpanti wo hwere ne ho hwere ne ba because of 500 Ghana cedis aye pe ade ato petrol agu ambulance ya nyanti obi hwere ne papa say ye 10 million. Do you know what 10 million can do in this country? Now what the case that 6 years now want to me anya ajapade bi ansizi want man je 1 cedi want man je 2 cedi na in 6 months abai bi aba na 6 months who case I want me anye waba be ji case no na watimi ahu asset of 847 million was easy wa je physical cash of 500 million afa kani sika ni nyama bi a card come 2.9 billion akeno foriata adawroma antimi amba wo se yabo Ghana ka media sika no nka Ghana fo ye nyina ye nya me chachas mi nya ya ngetimi gini nyina but ohwe because of the longevity of this case I'm sure na ede aboye enu nti na ama ye say de yenya kakra yi ye je Attorney General say de aka no de em say achenti no ye santimi ye den.
Thank you so much chachas adade
Nama chacha se kikai. Mami, nti NDC for omubu Ghana for. Mami me bisa bwana.
Mubu yempa.
Sa na chacha se nya kukudura betna Ghana for animu awiai. Ka kire yen se owura kwa brando for. Wabie bank. Na obie bank no. Nkrofo de omusika begu bank no. Na omudi sika no begu ho no owura kwa brando for. Any impending for Eddie, Microphone Sikana, or Mudibegu Bank no mono. 2015, Ora John Dramani Mahama. Ye man penny, nay, no ye man penny. Na Bank of Ghana Governor Abedi Echire or no share banks in Ketwaye from commercial banks so. And then or no ye governor. And almost tam me ne wu yen sika chachas can say waha. Say
obi enya saa sika ne nti wawu wanya sika anto eduro nti wawu wanya mpa naso wo kolebu nti wawu wakwa akosisa emu 1.2 billion owura John Dramani Mahama any Bank of Ghana governor otisune asisa saa sika no 1.2 billion ka yede tom pa akosi kolebu a papa na chacha sa boni din a wawui anka wonwu yede ma owura kwa brando for say waje Ghana for sika omudi ye adwuma sika no wodi wonsa abom kokai banking sector report no reform report no esi omudi sika ni kototo adan wa amanoni ebi sisa ye no omudi bie enwuma foforo na de ya wo kwa brando for de no ama nkrofo kokko apai ni se owura Mahama sisa Ghana for yen sika ye de koto mpa yedi koto nyama yedi ye lorry kwan edi ma owura kwa brando for no sansi size sika ne de beto Ghana bank aye friend ADB eno na churches can say you charging for what trust, breach of trust. So where the obisika wa nana churches abeji nana ho bosia churches disika no mami wa ma churches sika se fa koma nana churches asa ko disika no na sabi producer send this for Bugana for churches besa nya kukudra na anti afrifie na owura na di o man ni sika no ewie no churches nya kukudra betna ha ka kire yen Ghana for say papa bi kura san odi sika ni ti papa bi kura san fa ho awu na papa no wu wie ye no aya akosie na nebusuafo ahwere ade no eno achi no yen san cha no 40%. Sika na yen sika e good dan mu ayekosisa ma no Ghana for amutie me see obi an Google obi a wutie yen bia wo smartphone and fashion the best way to rob a bank is to own one eno na churches kan ho asem sesi an won kan book no ote say obi kan ho asem because o kan yanka won refer sa book no ma me wa bie me trauma o say Google your friend your choice your choice ko hwa book no esi dey see wo Ghana ha ni see pepe wo America ankrofo sisa bank ni sika na ankrofo di ko sie ye ni ko di ye enna omudi ye no wie ye no bail out no no musa di ye ti say de ye kan ho asem na yi but ebi da so da fi ase 25 years ago ye ma ebi 25 ye ma ebi 15 ye ma ebi 30 ye sizi ebi japade ebi ye wo mu say omunya business biom da e wa America kopim so omu bewu they were blacklisted. One kind book no anka one refers a book no na asem ni see ye no attorney general bia am file no prosecute di omu ye ni say omu call UK e na kofa papa bia wa ye ho adwuma wa ye sa de ne ho adwuma da e na omu di ne ba America ono tro sa book no e na oba be ye nhwehwemu na o kire America fo kwan ya omu be fa so a de see ye yinsi biom da e wo mu nkwan na nyina mu eno na and now to meet Ghana and now can say who America because of banking system no free that time be payment a jinani nice. Churches, one kind the best way to rob a bank is to own one. The easiest way is to be Bob bank krono and this will be a bank. And no na obiako kind obiako suya sa ade no. And no the bag Ghana habet na say and no ye no pe. Na san say nkrofo ho bon munti. Unim say amini wo ka say unim say owura kwa brando for na attorney general ya o filing no prosecute no ye ni lawyer mami unim no ye ni lawyer na mo age o man ni sika 1.2 billion akope 3.7 billion na nkrofo dia betu ho say mu hwe so mami sika ye ka no say me ka chacha so nka ni titi sika mu untumi mo bo na ye hwe bo 5.7 billion bonu na wako 5.7 billion na wako jimu 800 million 4.9 billion in sika enya say obi japade bia na wako ye adwuma bi na ye ntua awukawu sika physical cash ayede ahye wonsem 5.7 billion attorney general say ne nsa kan assets aye 800 million endru 1 billion inti yemfa enche wo enna na me bisa chacha say na oni papa no de ma me re ho ya ene me ba studio nyina na me sere ne say ye bisa no say na wo say obibi di oral it obi a wadi oman ni dream wafa kwan boni bi so afa oman na de maame omo say omo be ye dey omo be ji ya de amaye Ghana for say ye ni agi Inti Collins Dada no money omo nkrofo je Ghana for yedi kobo obusia $200 million e wo Credit Suisse ehunsi hu ye 10% inti $20 million abekan wa ye $220 million yesi mumbe bo hu akonta mumbe bu hu akonta owura Attorney General ye otiso he said debi ye ma omo mu hu akonta omo mfa ni free chachas $220 million who say na work kan of Riata ho billion or say 2.9 billion or no the amount of Furata and why not the amount of Furata. Mami nema we wa me have a problem with the hosts when you don't correct them. Because ya this ikanu ma kwabrandu for any 7 others na ye charge wo mu na no mu tutu adan wa bruchire no. Who evidence bi so mo atobi ama kwame adade. Omu koto adan no omu atobi ma chachas. Who evidence the Attorney General lied to the people. He lied when. They all cano. Mami, or say Ninsa can 60%. We are daring him produce evidence of the 60%.
Or say you pay it within 1 year.
Or say 18 months. I want to say within 1. Or say 18 months. You are finished.
12 months. That is what I saw.
But in his statement, no kind statement, no. Mami references statement, no. Or say Ninsa can or can statement, no. And sana war beka say. Or say obetuane kakra na enumpo. Or say sikano. Obetuane kakra na Japadia de wenya 800 million nipa ne dika 5.7 billion 5.7 billion
according to churches 3.
Anya churches na Attorney General according to me enyiano Attorney General to me enyiano na na betimi enyiano who catch no so spell it all na dan atuna na nsesem spell it all pekeke because mo na mo catch yen say oral there operation recover all Ghana for amutiemi all NDC for amutiemi mamu fere osi obeji ya Japade nyina ma ye nyina ebo se me ne maame tena dem ha ka say me support ora yenje obi ato asase atua ka ekura receipt wo say asase no na say ye ton na abodin chen sa nti wo ji asase no odi wade abrew famisi kama mi kura on fam man no say one to assassin ni boa onu na adwene ye ne say say ye ton no nti waje all dia wato ade na atua ka wo say wo je obi ti honum wa twantro ato nkrofo te say wontumi num so wo be ka kire yen say wontumi aboma adioma yi dream we ye 250 million wontumi improve ye na what started be twa entra kire yen say sika no sika mami dia oka no me say waje yen sika physical cash 1.2 billion yen yanka interest dia oka no waje 1.2 billion na yen tamu yen sika free Bank of Ghana e dey say kwabranto for nsa no enu ho asem no enu na okan no dia onu di ni bank ni mu no wo dia aka ho 1.2 billion no 800 million and now say owo Japade a odi betuaka sika na aka no na che say o account for 1.2 billion pe chachas for buoma Ghana for say sika na wakwa akoje no mami sika na kwa brand for agina ye mimi sika mi kwa mi adade ameti mi de ka ho mami de wom obi de wom physical cash awaje eye 1.23 billion enu ye sika ye de ahye ni nsem wo be ka che mi say sika na ye de ahye ni nsem no o say kasa me time so say nana e de na okay me nyanko half cra mami de me kan say asemu aye kan nyina eye o man ni sika sem me say me de me reset our NDC for kan ye enumu na yeti we are within the reset era and now reset no the main issue ni say ye ba beji sika ni nyina ye ba na ya ba beji sika ni nyina all say anu udi obi court for $2 million mami Skytrain sika almost yakotua ama obi say oba be ye Skytrain enti Skytrain na nipa na ba be ye no ombe ye enti yanchi akuvia me ya no mu court no $2 million mami $2 million no attorney general can one statement nemu say or the woman ba be court but $220 million yedi ma order say ni say for six aglemi or see no le prosecute eno ni de edi kan de to so mienu mami onu ankasa issues na efa wo mo ho ene ni governor ene wo mo ekeka ho no omo ni wie wa file no le prosecute we are talking billion of dollars and yes cedis. Now what $2 billion, $3 billion, chesi $2,400,000 Ghana. You see what the Nipani court. Ferry. This thing I always ask the NDC people say, it's more car same way as Sebin Predria Samunfa Ubu Mamuamu. Say Sebi. $200 million plus in Sihu $20 million short that's a need to. My ferry crama woman. Be mami, enye oboso say MPP for ebeboka na say ya wo kan ye na start isre na sre ya unim die ntra wo mu a omu tuatua wo musika say muntwa ntronto MPP for so na say ya e na auditor general na nkasa ba be ka kire yen say saka na onu ka kire Ghana for say MPP breso ye dika no emu 139 billion onu ne mfom so na eni ho it doesn't exist. Church asante said nipa na oka kire mu tua sika ma wo mu share wo mu boss ye ba ye nyim free ho mu twa ntron to MPP for so nti o mu twa ntron to MPP for so who can say 139 billion Ghana cedis no coins na say auditor general mo wa su account ya bin mu ya appoint you Akufo-Addo kra hunu mo bo asan appoint you na Akufo-Addo de e bi anyankopon so be hira na kakra unim de enti America sa ni IGP NDC ni deputy IGC and IGP NDC ni ye call accountant general e copy baby no me say e drew baby no na to be sincere with you ye be call abatwo few months to abatwo na ye ni ankasa ye government statistician na ya appointing no MPP pension aba be can say MPP pension no unemployment ye 14.7%. It turned out not to be true. Google says here now. It turned out not to be true. Yeah, Kofa special prosecutor there. No there, upside down. The point I am making is say no correct. Mami, no correct. Enti usha ensem no said yes call ye na. Say churches bet na ha no chantro. Na say yan correct na. Media hami because idea we news e wo newspaper e wo bebia u ko online wo ho say attorney general say kana wo ka no enya no kre na mami da MPP for be free ade so na dollar na ye 14.5 cedis to $1 u be brand na say drew 12 u see that Google obian Google say as at 7th January 2027 na dollar 2025 na dollar you say as at 7th January 2025 na dollar you say mami so far bro be wonu ntino ohunu de obeye na de make akosi ani say mami you see willfully wa Ghana ashiri obuapa wo di buapa yo krono atamils mebore oyewura atamils ewes kakra o say you are criminally minded who dey dream bonne ni krono bonne edu your mind ni dream yanya attorney general bia de unya ni NDC card na mami anya mi nwanwa ya omu opposition anya galamse no mu di win aba ya call who demonstration teachers for jump on in nkro for call who strike galamse omu ba ya na kosi say ya the party card na ya galamse mami me boa Sami bo akan say NDC party chairman yi party card a kire soja ni na soja ni tu aka ni bottom okura AK47 omutuo tintintin no ekura no na ogina ho na NDC party chairman kura ni mene okura soja ni mene party card you more powerful than the military of the Republic of Ghana. That's it. Party card.
Thank you.
Mami enti no muntu chachas no mufo.
Your time is up please.
Oh, who say aka 6 minutes.
I ask some pacho. Thank you so much. Nana, Bacho Prem.
Mami.
Yes, Nana.
Bacho se ohun yede.
Yami na dum.
Tata se ohun yede. Mini ala de. Ayiko. Mami Freeman so mi chia o ewie. Na nkomo no kra eno ne den.
Nane.
Mami.
Wo so wadwen efa kwan ya by lawyer penny fasona high profile financial crime cases or handle.
Oh. Mami biama.
Yes.
Na san ka se mi kra din ke simple. You got 2 minutes. Because say me be sania. Minu that day won why na chese ojunu ho awon ti ase in any case mpacho bua me kakra ebia na me ni o mamu ha emre ben na sa case wo sha ase
I think it's
MPP time na chese enye 2024 ikura enye 2020 krampo eye time awogu banks no nti na that means somewhere 2018 to nti mami biama nti afa dede ne ka den debut mpacho oradufo oye MPP ni ayo NDC ni oye NDC okay na attorney general yo tisu sisi anso oye den na emra wo share case na no na attorney general na oye NDC ni me pese nkomo no ye ni tietia na ye sore so ni tietia na ye sore so samre na wo start di case na wonim se asem ya wodi papa no hu bom ye nti na bia se fiase no wode be kwa kotu se sika no obeje wonu ho na matena sa aye kwasasa sa besi sa mmiri we na fianse na mba be ye dede agu Ghana fo asuma na mukoya na mobai mambia ma
yes nana
me ha ni se minuano mu MPP fo no won kasa ne doso dodo emra wo wa ba mu won akasa hwe jakpa case ya attorney general fai ankusi agaw cases bebre en wogia hu dede ne ed won kwa kotumo ne nipa hin na bisa won se wod won tum apart from say wogu banks no nipa hin wotumi di won tum na say attorney general tisui aba no wakofa docket biri atwam no won say docket no ode buy no krampo sabe ehun hia say aban ne beboka edi cases bi achia mambia ma wanka de na be wanka de na obey se cases bi wo ho na se cases no wona wo ye dede sa amri we wo mre so na wo share case na se wo wantumi anye entu na mombia wantumi anye hwe enu nti na mo ankasa mo kofa court bi ba mo fa ni se fast track court aya na me yaw se wo gusu ye dede aya na me yaw se wo gusu kasa bebre na kasa na wo kan sabe mfaso bi ani so ye poman se ninkanko ye pese o man inkanko enti ne ye pe esuno asasi case na suno financial case so ja say financial case ni nyama asasi e wo kentensua anama asasi e wo ntokrom financial case ni about obi a wabu any bank na muse musha we diska we di o man ska wa edu enti adan na samre na mo ka sa cases nyina mantumi amfa won antum na emre attorney general foforo aba no won say cases na mo start ni nyina no enkosi aganti min westi aba ni time because emre ayewo mu amre bia esese ye di cases papa egu apono so ne ekoyanim muntumu say how ye nya won krom how mambia ma ye hu say attorney general bai ni cases our started no ya be hwek sane or the be fa so afa because say yetenase na say cases to me the be 7 years 8 years adade menko tie ni amekan umpesa obeti enti na opesa oguanko tenase me pesa oto hu ase wonu wachitafu no motim hu ase say dede na amoye no eremua oman no se papa na afa kwan bi so na orebua ema yensa kasika sese yensa kan mobile mantumi anye enti afa dem dede biom na moye na de ba kwa mahu ni se aban otisui na chitafo ni ministers aban ni munankasa bowa crisis we press conference enti se no press conference no they are doing competition upon competition enne se sami oku no be ya ochina na we bantama MPI adebechi na Jerry ono we Jerry no we anya so tum adebechi na minority leader ono so abende intide bia won ha line up in them na me press conference asebia betugwa bia me quickly me ba be ye se na me so manim beba na amanfo ahu se me so me ye adwuma enye we ni ehia enye we ni ehia dede na mo ye na mo mre so mantumi anje sika no. You guys should just shut up, keep quiet and watch on. After all, say oje sika na se sika na nkoye bribia, that is where you have every cause to make noise. But in the process of going in for it, you know, ese mo bomo sa mo ma on. Yet your mamu ha, edenga na mbada. Attorney General to me say, ochina me de asime siko, no ankasa kwa jina baby akoye conference call. Ebe wi achi na akodan bibibi e ho. Attorney General, when say wakoye conference call baby. When say was sending messages amobi. Mo mayen kasem no na o man nko nanim. You are becoming unbecoming. I wish he say parliament hokra mo nko hobium. I wish he say mo nko hobium. Because muko has say ni amuko ya ni say either say yantina mu mamu ye sitting and I say ye be pu ni akoye press conference. Nsenchofo this time around mama want to say is enough. You are fed up with their press conferences. Abe mama allow them to work just 6 months into governance and all this unnecessary pressure, unnecessary noise making in the system. Why? Mom, we gave you over 1.5 years. We gave you over 1.5 years. Mobile then number here. Mobile di dokuno. It's a my argument. Muri do dokuno echere. One say one di dokuno. Dollar ne ba form one di dokuno. Oil ba form one di dokuno. There some na okay. Oil ba form one di dokuno. Moti ha mu ye dede na. Oh, Debbie, enti mede masem etia. Maame biama. Masem yetia. Se woni dwumabia dia. Yes, wrong. Say one party nankasa emu ache be 10. Won mo won homode no won ka won hombom. Se won antumi anka won ho ammom dia, ye mu bi no ye be bo no aba back in 2058. Because samre a wo mu ya won hu ne a won ye one party anon. Na fe wo be ko parliament na wo be magana fo hu won mobo. Ne ye de won bone ache won. Na se impo ye be bo won ayabo won no wo so won pe no. One day say one year press conferences upon press conference. Me no ka say kra and sure kra mbeti na ne won another one. Enya me one say be sorry be fi another press conference. Because wo bi obi babo bia ye be press conference. Bibia press conference. Enti Attorney General ne buy na o say he is going to make sure say sika akwahihya manfu kotokum no obejije ni nyina no. Enya mo de. Ese mo ane ye mo de. Because mon project bebre amuja onyina no ye disika na ye sabe amasa man to insawom lorry kwan den no de beye insu no de beye sika no de beye nti sika na ko show bi kotokum na se esese wo yi sika ne ba no de ye mpuntunjuma eno so mu se hey kwan ofa so di ko je sika no mani nye hu nti kwan ben na mon peso onfa so mon kire MPP fo Mr. No or party no or teach us the way how to be able to retrieve those monies. You have been in governance for 8 years. You couldn't retrieve a person. Obia was 6 to 7 months, and the person is doing wonders. Mu say, hey, Debbie, but you see, you can. So, Debbie, Oban, Oshred. You see, mommy, one say, Okasano, Mansore, you know, one cash you. Say fake news was system num obi the news bi cho oni phone so a mani go to source. That's all.
I gave you 15 minutes. He's also having entitled to 15 minutes.
Masa oya gentleman. What's that? Yo, me wongo wa mekanimu. Me wongo wa mekanimu. Yo, iti mami nia menua ene menua no MPP foka no. Ese se what wombo ma ban otisu. After aban bay, unim say till date, ontumi settle down, send ese so settle. It took Akufo-Addo almost 1.5 years to be able to settle down. But with what we are seeing with Mahama, 1 year cry ye mubino ye man no. And because as we speak, last week here or the mid-year review, budget review by what you say asema or the two guano, and we had a year pa. I say ye di so na ye discipline ho asoma we can be able to move forward. Osha what power one on one be adwuma nyina. One mo bia ya we say unim na koye corruption dream bia o ma fa ho nchaw. Enti dem biem eni yehwehwe in another governance. We don't need any other governance. This is the governance we are all focusing for because this is what we have been yearning for over the years. Emre bichemu enka we don't even have the liberty to be talking just like this. Enka will be hearing threats of course. Hey, ukotra radio so now kasa yi. But those times are gone. You understand? Those times have gone. Iti moma abani nye ne juma. No ye juma ni wie na se mu obribi kan wo ho a. Na mo de abetuga. Na nipa no moma ni ye juma no kra. Munye onye juma kra na afede matiwasi road so se mu ye dede. In any case, many other day kofa dollar sembai. Many niti hey. There are two types of dollars. They say your memu ha yedi. Your digital dollar and your fiat dollar. The fiat dollar no is somewhere 11 cedis. But the digital dollar is somewhere 12 cedis. Those who deal in digital dollar knows what I'm talking about. And those who deal in fiat dollar also know what I'm talking about. And to be honest with you, dollars no abaform. Mekoto fuel last week. Even with the 1 cedi addition to every liter no fuel levy no, I bought the fuel liter at 11.77. Many animal kotua no one kotu diesel. Forgetting said diesel no price is always higher than the petrol. But do na quote in petrol. Until when you tell me say 1 cedi na they can no is more than maybe a 15 cedis, it doesn't make sense. And sometimes when they make such argument, you ask yourself, say, one was when you dear where shabrin, one drinking more buena, why is our argument? No, even with the addition of 1 cedi, no crana, I no, eba solve yen kasa yen energy crisis, yen energy problems, mwaja watu hono, ni munu, enyamode. There's no one that always say akroma sao said den kura enye den akoko sao said den kura enye akroma fe intimede afutu amede be ma menuanum ni nsi enye won da no na be ma Ghana fo adwen asesa because he say from all indicators any say survey ekonyina say the country is moving in the right direction. And if the country is moving in the right direction, when you say you want to change things, it is up to you. It is up to you to fix your house, fix your home, and make sure say you come out clean. Because no. Oja da mufi. Munyuna no ho. And I'm sorry, and I did the press conference or press say muse. Entina de bia make say MPP fu utu onfu nyina no we nkati utu onfu nyina no osesa nkati gu wonu no we yab na che say asem na aka nkura no ehun ni fas na na rap ya enti me de kakra me de be nya me de be twato an say Attorney General wa hye yembo o so obi biara onim say where your man sikai he is coming after you. And indeed or my press conferences one after the other or try to be updating with cases of you say when you fake make a fake or not say boni bi anim ni asese odi ni asese baby o sese ode to no obehwe no de ato na minim say yanso ye boa no na won awie sika no ye point 1 na wotumi kire won na wodi won efamra kwanso a bibia bekoyi MPA won semsem a miangasa madam fu Mustafa Hamid ene hu semsem odi abetugwa ni nyina mu no yenhwe eno kra de say we sa papa ya mi se na so ye oni mfaso yi ono odi betugwa but say odi abetugwa yenhwe ne ono so be na last was a winning case amba special prosecutor what's the last winning case na aso ye na gusu wo ho MAAME BIAMAH. One scrabble off here. Oh, me advocate is one scrabble off because Fasubi am real man you. Hey, now debut. At that day to me, my more pressure. Now, man, see by force.
Oh, time aso.
Only say we a force land now. Who did not?
Time aso. You told me, say you told me point blank, say, oh dear, you just need 5 minutes, and you have spoken for 14 point something.
Inti aka me 30 seconds. Aka me 30 seconds. Aka me 30 seconds. Let me end with the 30 seconds.
Go.
Maybe.
Now let's move on a quick one to Boko crisis. What is the best solution for Boko? Touch us.
Me obi try me kakra. Enti. Okay. Enti Boko dia tie anam ma sorry call. Ye nyina ye nim Boko say ya historical. Boko nye entokwa bi a sha ase ne. Na history aya ti no chese wan hwe ya Boko crash ase na kukumba na number 1 na enyambe di ihine te said de ebeye emrebi na say yetumi abomodin asolve kukumba na number 1 no dagbon asemo a page course obi anim say it was a make or break issue yetumi asolve menyini say we Boko ade a eni say yetumi solve Boko seat no after Ogede na yebeye Boko Central na NDC for afa ni nyina be pimne the pro Adamu Sakande but onu de un say wo nim what surrounded it na NDC for be fire yenya biom because Ogede made a very strong presence showing there and a switchy coil na mabium. But unfortunately, NDC were power and NDC penny for so na akoshe wombo. Ura mahama na mampeni opemu na nkasa. Tumi ura na nkasa onu na Ghana tumi nyuna ahye nensa. Akwa akokyere de oyo hene wo ho. Ani. Asem ni nyina ni because obia do asem no ho said the asem ne tie said e be ya aboto ye mu beba na ye nyina ye betena akonwa ba ko ho na ya ka asem ne yie be se ya wo wa kire se mimi gina ba ko afa anuanum mienu na eko na e pre bibi ho
we sure se mampenya ka se wo gina ba ko
oh kan e pain he said it nana say omo ebia just omo ni no kure ma omo but we had his excellency the president can say asimasi no ye ohene wa ha na oman no wo ohene dada na obi na create the videos are there check it's online oman penny make his statement no and embolden one side but the people at the end in namasia and obi na ekofa ba ye historical and his sermon so there ni solving no uhuri gina ba akwachi saa because obi a to me sorry wo baby say me akonwa mi dibi no bekom nso no ye this year it ye bisipani konwa high kind of thing then so se pani na owo fie na onu na esese odi asumdwe bra ne ma ne nuanom nkuma no ekogina ba ako achi a den na ntokwa ntutwa me masem nyina ni me haw nyina ni inti say ye besra ye wura owura akufo adoba ye no na dagbon na peja pa Ekrifa Rollins Crampo de no si onim nipa okun ya na and some inflaming passions until sabin preduasa penny foforo baaye and odi nyansa no tase no besipani konua hahai open ohene a ono so ben wo mu ono so ni dibia wo soro pa osi kona kodi agina mu yenya solution within the shortest possible time na asumdwe aba na yediti asumdwe no ho ba pim ne nti owura mahama sua ade afiri wo nuanum na omo adi wanimu kan ne ho na sabri a wahuri agina baako achi no wo kan se baako no beti ne ho ase na baako no so wa achi tafo se eye nokore so ye ohene se anya nokore se de esese odi ade ana se de ni se odi ade se wo kogina baako achi a and in that place they are using brow to solve the problem. Omo de ntokwa okun etuo
ɛna solve problem no sɛ wokɔ yɛ no nka ɔmo di ano ɛna solve a ɛna wokɔ gyina mu na woka bi anka ɛnyɛ den bɛ wode wano akɔhwe petrol egu gya no sɛsɛ asodie ne da owura mahama so sorry me say ɔmo tɔkwa no soja ntumi solve menim sɛ wakɔ wahu ɔmo videos ne bi da ani me I saw the intifada ma me free Ghana me hu Israel for any Palestinian for ntɔkwa bi a atwa mu a ɛnyɛ nansan di a ɔmo ku no
ɔmo wie dada
de ɔmo ku emre bi a atwa mu no na Israel for no kuta akodeɛ na unim amoka eba na obi kuta tie a yɛde to anoma na ɔde to amoka ku yɛn yeah obi the tie to amoka and they were killing them say amini uka say the san peja ayi Google the intifada chacha nsuya ade o nsuya ade nti o educating nso ntie the intifada nkrofo kura etsikan no the chesi soldier near ukura tuo so people died. Is that what you want in Ghana? Me dey bia me too onfo omo kan me ne ba ku bi ko pie baby o se omo ba be se reset ya adwene me se mo de mo reset mo wansa krono amobo mo reset anu ansa no only process ko amu file mo reset anu ansa se pani ne mamienu ko ntokwa na wa wuri agina ba ko achi a won bi sa asemnum reset anu ansa so bi abo man no krono na ye ko bi sa ne se fasika no bra na wa boy krono o se fa miensa bra na fa nan reset anu ansa uwia no have reset me kwame adade ameti ba bia me dwene me ho a me kasa radio so enti maame ni nyina nkamfu ano me sra o mampani on tasi ni bisi panic onua hahan enye ntokwa odi ntokwa kofi so a ntokwa we ye be kono for the next 100 years o maame me nim wage be me gidi say ansa na ye be wo no na Ghana for soldier for call Lebanon e ko patan ntokwa ena nyina ye ko Middle East ko patan ntokwa se na adwene ye ne say tuo ne ye de be solve boko a on try no hwe
me da say chachas
o say
boko
on say adade wo ho nyame no kwani ode boko ntokwa no ya politics se bi
I say politics na man ntokwa na thrive on
and say politics na ma ntokwa na thrive on
a lot of your insecurity experts na ade nyina advising say yenyi sa political lenses no free mu free mu a the matter will be solved
entity the adade betena how kan ye nina the adade kan ye nina na just no nipa no mu kuku ene niema na ekoso no does he fancy it?
Oh, he doesn't.
So based on
he
what
doesn't.
he said,
Didn't know to say the president must act.
Was he able to even condemn what is going on? Was he even able to even condemn uncondemn bibia adenya yengu jomama hufi yengu ndisi hufi no mombra power? That is his parochial interest and his selfish interest.
I doubt from the statements.
That is what he's saying. Because me say obi effort to go school mu na leregu senior high no ko shutu obi kuma enye chieftaincy ye no school mu chieftaincy ye no secondary school mu you go and shoot students, you kill students who ka aircon of east no wa ko gina na kwan so na wo hwema no wa shutu obi akuno. That is criminal.
Yeah,
that is murder. How does NDC and MPP colors come there? It doesn't make it right. What is happening is condemnable. Enya papa and enya papa ochna. We are killing ourselves. The lives that may he so rest in Bilumba who almost Nyankopon kamani 10 years no. Obi anyame nku no no nyare no wodi tu akogina nso aboni tu aku no adan a me na ahindie we media what is it even the enkwa ne wa ahindie ni ma ebro so pride
omo na be hu
pride
omo di ahen
enti me mesre Ghana yo wasu ndwie hwe ena wo hwe saa honum na eben saa border towns ne saa niema no ye di agora it can turn into a different thing. terrorists can take advantage. And then Matisse nurse for the doctor for more say send a bow school muku amount for the and almost they are no safe at the hospital. The close hospitals no free. It's not fair. Shasa asemasi. There's no tune for me muso. And solve issue no. Na nipa de seni antoka ya kunu oboko. Nipa de seni amani muso du asawase. Odu asawase no wi interior minister constituency. Interior minister constituency Yakubu obi tuakuno.
Nya baako.
Just to show the disrespect. Aye ni for authority. And China, ya better radio so. You say your mama say ye ni momo ewe. Oh, that statement that Adadi said. And yet the original I him for you to say.
Regional House of Chiefs.
Regional House of Chiefs. And they release a press statement. And the rightful person where they also had the and the president or then the flag bearer was making a comment on that. He wasn't fun to say me to me say when also it was the House of Chiefs. And an I meeting and on press release about one thing. If I find a NDC, no, I don't want to do it in politics. But when you say one about me free, and there, when him say all the presidential candidates of the MPP went there to campaign, or uncle. But Mia was not able to go there to do campaign. Each of the presidential candidates went there, but he was not able to go there. But member Tranka say, Oko had ever solve a problem, Nana. And solve. But, Mestre, in Ghana for. And Omu who say, Omu ye nipa bako. Ye leader in parliament, Mama Yarga. Ne maame ye kusasi ni. Ne papa ye mampusi ni. Sanko fa busiam ye nu ne kuntoka o. Nti say Mama Yarga, onu ankasa jina ho na ankasa o ye war. He himself is war. Because the blood in him now can say kontokana. There are intermarriages. School soon. Efrafra. And this thing, it is not funny. We are killing people like birds. It's serious. We are not in a war-torn zone country. Mesra jubre. Ewiasia yewom die yenim babia yewo. Na babia ukun ya na kono, unim babia okode. Ukunu no asolve problem no. Ande ukunu kura wi akonya no betima akotena so. Unim de ha me kura. Omo kontoka kura mu tutu no akonya no kura mo mben ho. They won't benefit that. They are able to sit down and discuss, say, hey, Omaku nipa 5. Yes, you go ku nipa nteka. You go ku nipa nteka. Because 1 or 2 people died, so they have to go and kill an we musu diebi. Na say imbalance. Nipa de sani o. Oh Ghana. Mesre. Omunya den emma adwobre abotre embrafie otumfo de ne na ati asem no so ne entrase ne endi asem no kakra ne entu ho anamo ne make sure say kwaye e be fa so a ye be solve issue no amana a lasting solution. It is not about say NDC will power and MPP will power. This chieftaincy crisis, because the parliamentary candidate for Nalegu in the 2024 election of the MPP, Eka said, now there was what do we call it? An embargo on one of the potential chiefs. Now to me mba honum. Omo left a ban ni free ni so call honum. That started the fight. Because now you the ban attorney say on to me mba krum ho. Ye nim the interior minister the then interior minister. And lifted a ban on that man, and the man entered that town. Owura muan and Tokana Shasi be seen there. Are we fighting for one person? Or what? Ajobre. Ajobre. Now moment paying for India sem. Or moment paying for and Kasem no. Now me sure some there paying for Kasem. We have experienced this before. The Gwani Kingdom is your Yana and go. Next scratching we. But we are able to resolve it. You best threat. You best threat. Obi omo kabi ye en kabi. Na nini na somewhere the man ya shekra ye youth no. Mo jamono fo no. Ye na ye ntia sema say. Ye ni ye kuku ye ho the future leaders. Me say se okọ sa aboko ho no na hu se mrante je gram hu se bemani jira ho no. O jira ho gram. Omu jira so tiapo. You will still all this life.
Thank you.
You hear people in the military, you hear people in the police to defend this nation.
That's it.
And then all economic activity that is going there na breaky. All the economic activities are breaky. One ekoka to Ozafia mo bia kutobi. Okondo to Ozafia nka okoboko abenya biadi. Na why na ekoka?
Lori kwana odi beko ho no kra no. Any a hospital a udu ho na sebi. Uye mu kawa.
Unya gugudro ko kan kra odi emeto.
Atabi, le dianu kra de odi aduane nton chenansa. Asukufu na ye benyemu amon abe lawyers. Ebi aba be president fu no. Wontumi nko suku. South I say and adebako a de bia mekesi. Asem bie ni asasi su asebi nipa ene moya eneka. Eniti de Nyankopon in his own wisdom. Oye say nipa nya asem a oni ni nua nipa na yeden eka asem. Nti den asem a na aba nipa ntumi nka. Na jesi wodi tuo ene asekan eneka. Kana hu say uye nyina no se nipa ni nyina won aseto neka wonko a wani bejana aya minnim se won akuntokwa no wodwene sa na ma we nyina ho because hwe no amreso Nyankopon se wiase satam niema na ekoso nyina no ewi achi Nyankopon se esan niema ekoso nyina nti no mere se wiase na mu Noah pam shen na opam no fanipa ebien famu ebien na fawuram woruam no bi sese won ankasa no wo shen no mu no won ani jana nti adan na wonua a woni ne kakasa baako sebe kasa emidu ho a mintibi wo na wote ne kasa nti se wonte na se na muntumi ente mo ho ase a me amefi hei medan no mabesiesie mo ntam Oriya madwuma na ye so difficult am otumfo because otumfo ye nyina hold him in high esteem and asem biba omemu ha na efa hensem na efa traditional ono ene yeguantoan na se president in his own wisdom ise otumfo me de asemi isha wonsa enye se ebi nsi mane nye dawo ebi esi mana ayeda nti yenim so obetumi aye na emu se wuye nipa no amma wo ho kwan a ade bia ye beye bia no enye yi wo abrabom nti mesre me nuanu me wo boko ene ni mpotem a ntokwa no edidi wonti mma a obi aka biribia wo si wonti ase ne wondia ne se won kuntokwa no se wo kuntokwa ni wie na du mmiri bi na won krom ho education akachi a who are they going to blame South Africa kuntokwa ewi achi no unse afiansa na won education no start akosoro yemi se hu se we nyina achi no nipa hunti ene yakun nipa na aworku adwagigya ni se opa be ye biribi na ono abu no ubewie na oni ho a hina na ono ni bebu oman mesre asem bia ba eye nipa na oka enu nti na Nyankopon bo nipa sɛ ɔne ne nua nipa nni nkɔmmɔ sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ne nua no nya ɔhaw bi a ɔmfa nkɔka nkyerɛ ne kraman anaa ɔmfa nkɔka nkyerɛ ne agyiramoa na mmom nipa na ɔne ne bɛka nti yɛhu yɛn ho sɛ yɛyɛ baako yɛhu yɛn ho sɛ yɛnyɛ atamfo yɛhu yɛn ho sɛ nyankopɔn nim nea nti a ɔbɔɔ me ne wo na wo kita hwene na me nso me kita bi na wo ano na me wɔ bi na me ka wo nso wotumi ka bi na asomdwe yɛ den ɛba yɛsrɛ ɛnyɛ wɔn koa na wɔte kurom a wɔko ntɔkwa sɛbe nka ɛyɛ fi baako mu ɛna fi no a wɔko ntɔkwa wɔ mu no wɔn koa wɔn ho a nka ɛnyɛ yaw bebree